Good morning, good people. Good morning. Trying to get my steps in, or I am getting my steps in before I get on the plane to Charleston, South Carolina. I am on my way. I will not miss that plane. Just getting it in real quick before I get on the plane. So listen, thought for today. Me and Regina, we were having a conversation this morning about just how supportive the world is becoming to my train of thought. I am so grateful to the state of Mississippi. I am so grateful to the international market, just the world in general, for their support. My speaking tours are like, y'all just don't get it, man. I'm so grateful to be able to go and help people to just think, and it made me think about something. Sometimes we will get frustrated with people or the world or our family or things because they don't understand what we understand. I had a friend who was a 5%er when we were just getting into college, and he was criticizing our people and the things that they don't know. And I remember telling him, well, bro, you were doing the same exact things up until you got knowledge of self. And so until you pass that along or somebody passed that along to them, you can't judge people. A lot of times, well, you can, but is that righteous? Because think about it. The thing that we complain about the most is actually our greatest blessing. God has blessed us to experience things and give us the drive or put the right people in our lives that will influence or motivate us to grow and to expand. We usually judge people based on the things that we know, assuming that they have read the same books that we've read. Assuming, like in my case, I've always had two parents in my household, always. I had a father, a very strong father. Matter of fact, I had a father and an extra grandfather, which was my step-grandfather. So I actually had 4 men, like, in my life, strong men, So we assume that people know what we know, and we judge them based off of the blessings that we have, but other people may not have those blessings. And speaking of blessings, a lot of times, and I'm speaking about myself, I ain't even talking about y'all. A lot of times we will pray to God for forgiveness for something that we know when we praying that we gonna do again. Let me let that sit for a minute. We will pray to God to forgive us for things that we know that we're gonna do again. In some cases, as soon as we get off our knees. And we sit and expect blessings or forgiveness. And when we're in the God power or in a position to judge others, we show no grace. And let me digress for a second. I probably shouldn't go into this, but even with our own people, I'm not even gonna go there. I'm gonna stay off that. That's for another day. But what I'll say, y'all, is show people grace. And when they catch up, it's gonna be so miraculous. There was a time that I was gonna give up on, trying to help others to grow mentally. It had become so morbid and so dark. And it just took our people time to catch up. And now, y'all, I can't lie. I travel more. I make more speaking than most rappers make for doing a full tour or for rapping or whatever they do. You know what I'm saying? So I now can provide for mine and build a foundation off of something that my parents died for. You know? And that is such a blessing. And I'm so grateful to you all for being patient with me and allowing me to grow. And I hope to be a great example of a divine contradiction. For I am still growing. I am still making mistakes. And in a lot of cases, the things that I tell you all about are things that I fight against. I used to rap about me. A lot of times other people would think I was talking about other rappers or other things. A lot of times I would find weaknesses in myself or in my personalities that other people couldn't see. And I would rap about me. You know, a lot of times when we see what we perceive as defects in other people, you don't know what happened to them to make that thing happen. You don't know if they were bullied. You don't know if they were raped. You don't know if they are living homeless and showering up right before they see you in a public bathroom. You don't know what people going through. You don't know why they act the way that they act, but you do know why you act the way that you act. And the only thing that I or you can truly change is the defects in ourselves. And in actuality, that's all you should want to change. And if you are divine enough, if you are grounded and disciplined enough, you can inherently change the world by just changing you. Especially with these children, because if these children see the God in you or the light in you, they'll follow. So keep shining. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. My name is David Banner. I don't care what you think about me. Just think. Love you. Charleston, I see y'all today. I better hurry up. I'm on my way. Love y'all. Peace.